Tanya Berry, Vice President of Gas Operations. We help Michigan communities thrive. It's our job to make the communities we serve better places to live, work, and play. In energy and beyond, 8MBA helps us fulfill that objective. When we work together towards the same goals, anything is possible. 8MBA taps into the power of community via local, county, and state partners to do more good collectively and more quickly than could ever be accomplished individually. For nearly 30 years, 8MBA has been a positive collaborative force in marshaling diverse local, county, and state partners towards a single critical objective: improving and revitalizing a vital corridor and affecting lasting change for the benefit of all. In short, let's keep making progress to make all stakeholders in the communities they serve successful.
I'm Samantha Del Pella, representing Mechanical Contractors Association of Detroit and the Organized Construction Industry Coalition, in collaboration with Pat Devlin and the Michigan Building Trades Council. The OCIC is one of the largest supporters of 8 Mile Boulevard Association because it gives us a platform for networking with county and city leaders. 8 Mile Boulevard Association matters to us because it brings Detroit and the community together. It is also less expensive and exclusive, making it more accessible for those in the area. One of the benefits about being involved with 8MBA is that it connects you with local governments and decision makers and can help accelerate projects. One of the major priorities that 8 Mile Boulevard Association can help tackle is small businesses along the corridor, helping get them involved. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of small businesses have been struggling.
Hi everyone, I'm Simon Whitelock. I'm president of ITC Michigan. ITC Michigan owns and operates the high voltage electric transmission grid here in the lower peninsula of Michigan, including southeast Michigan. We own the electric transmission towers along 8 Mile that move power from where it's made to where it's needed, homes and businesses across the region. So we work to maintain and improve that critical infrastructure, and doing so successfully really requires us to have strong relationships with the communities along the corridor. And 8MBA brings all of those communities together at one table and around a shared mission, and that makes us engaging not only easy, but really productive. The opportunity to get involved, to work with local leaders and stakeholders really helps to ensure that critical projects come to fruition. This is important to us at ITC because updating and maintaining critical infrastructure is really going to be crucial to helping the region prepare for the changing energy landscape ahead. So we're able to work with our partners, including other utilities, local governments, and others, to make sure that the needed electric infrastructure is available to strengthen the region safely and reliably. Things that are coming at us like renewable energy, electric vehicles, and the electrification of everything really, that's happening now. And for us, we're going to be a major part of that energy future. And I think 8MBA's focus really can be on this changing energy landscape as well, and helping to play a key role in ensuring infrastructure is there to meet the needs of the future.
For years, many years, 8 Mile Road has symbolized division between Detroit and the surrounding suburbs. At Verizon, our business is all about connecting people. So 8 Mile Boulevard Association has worked to tear down those walls and build a bridge in its place, and that's something that Verizon supports.
8 Mile Boulevard Association's role in bringing decision makers together from across the region is incredibly helpful in making connections to the people and the processes that make up the local municipal policy arena. Verizon has valued our partnership with 8 Mile Boulevard Association, especially over this last year when the ability to make those in-person, on-the-ground connections has been hindered. And at Verizon, we're committed to collaborating with our local communities, and 8 Mile Boulevard Association is really an important conduit and connector in this space. Businesses or other organizations that hope to make a regional impact would truly benefit from engaging with the leaders and the decision makers that make up the membership of 8 Mile Boulevard Association.
I think the main priority should continue to be quality of place. 8 Mile Boulevard Association is in the unique position to leverage the resources of local government, small businesses, and neighborhood organizations alike to enhance the aesthetic appeal and commercial viability of 8 Mile Road, while fostering a sense of community that cuts across geographic, racial, and socioeconomic lines.
Hi, I'm Macomb County Executive Mark Hackle. You know, the 8 Mile Boulevard Association, they're great at bringing consensus with multiple partners, whether it's community influencers, the business sector, and people that are from the community as well as residents. They do a great job of bringing people together specific for this 8 Mile corridor, the 8 Mile Boulevard area. When they talk about the 8 Mile area, and some people, I heard them say that, that sometimes the border or the boundary or whatever, and sometimes gets a negative connotation. I absolutely have not seen that. I mean, in the past 11 years as county executive and 10 as the sheriff, I tend to look at it as an area of opportunity for anyone that lives in and around that area, specifically businesses that want to grow and thrive, and people that want to bring a business there. So our Planning and Economic Development Department, along with our Community Action, working together with all the business partners and all the folks that really want to participate and try to figure out how do we make that area thrive, have been doing that for decades. And I think we're seeing that happen. But the 8 Mile Boulevard Association is the one that really helps bring these people together and relies upon those planning folks to figure out how do we engage some of the opportunities and the access to resources that they have to make it happen for businesses along that corridor. The 8 Mile Boulevard Association is a unique, unifying group of people that come together to try to figure out how do they provide rich opportunities for everyone and anyone that wants to live in and around that area, and bring an understanding that that 8 Mile area isn't something that divides us, but it unites us. And so, again, this unique team of people coming together with folks that really do want to make it happen, they have that can-do attitude. And with that being said, they're engaging others that really do have a focus on what's going on at 8 Mile Boulevard. And that's why I think anyone in and around that area needs to be a part of this organization so that we can help try to figure out how do we continue to lift up this true asset that we have in Southeast Michigan.
Hi, I'm Oakland County Executive Dave Coulter. I grew up and have lived within a mile of 8 Mile Road nearly my entire life. I was raised in St. Clair Shores, and as the former mayor and still resident of Ferndale, I understand that 8 Mile is a significant geographic touchpoint in the region. But it shouldn't be a social, racial, political, or economic barrier. And organizations like the 8 Mile Boulevard Association have been instrumental in bringing together the disparate communities along 8 Mile in Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb to talk about our commonalities and learn from each other about how to deal with the things that we're all facing, like COVID-19 and the fallout from the pandemic. When such crises hit, it's imperative that we work collaboratively across the region to address the challenges we have. It doesn't matter which way a community leans politically. I don't care if you're a Republican mayor or a Democratic county commissioner. We want to be a partner with communities across Metro Detroit and anyone working to make that happen, like the 8 Mile Boulevard Association, and they're going to get my support. 8 Mile may be a geographic barrier, but as Oakland County Executive, I'm committed to making sure that it doesn't represent the historical divisions between Detroit and its inner ring suburbs. I've always thought that when Detroit does well, so does Ferndale and East Point and Warren and Southfield and Novi and the entire region, frankly. 8 Mile has a mixed history of division, so there's really something psychologically positive about communities coming together along a road that's been such a divisive obstacle in the past. When I was mayor of Ferndale, there was little opportunity to talk to someone like the mayor of East Point and work on common issues, except during 8 Mile Association meetings and conferences. The organization helped nurture this sense of collaboration and bring leaders of these cities and counties and even the businesses along 8 Mile Road to work on things like signage facades and beautification of the 8 Mile corridor. And it's not just the physical attributes of 8 Mile that can be addressed during these meetings. Working together, we can also have an impact on things like homelessness and providing services for people who make their homes along the boulevard, as well as the persistent problem of lack of access to reliable transit, for instance. And while our focus has been on the 8 Mile corridor, we can also look to adjacent neighborhoods and ways we can integrate those broader communities into the conversation. And you see signage for each community and beautiful landscaping. I can honestly say I've seen a great positive difference in the last 20 years. 8 Mile is better off as a result of the efforts of the association, but there's still work to do, and if we can continue to collaborate and pool our resources, our money will go further to make even more enhancements along this famous roadway. And since nobody really has exclusive responsibility for the boulevard, it does require some entity to hone in on it. And that's the benefit of having a group like the 8 Mile Boulevard Association being solely focused on this strip of roadway and the land and communities that border it.